let's get the show going. Get started. Good evening, Tony Wallow. No, Greg, you were a close second, and I do mean close. I'd almost have to go to the ticker tape to look to see who was first between you and Tony. That was really close. I haven't even checked out Twitch yet. Let's see if it's gonna work. Yeah, that's good. So if you're wondering what the background is, I'm not sure why it's like it is. When I fired up OBS, it tells me these things are missing, and one of them is mailbox opening with effects, even though right there's the intro. While the intro is replaying, I'm going to go ahead and let Chris and Greg in. Chris and Greg in. Chris and Greg in. That's funny.
I got it.
Did you get your background issue fixed?
No.
No?
No.
I was kind of hoping he would have gotten it fixed for you today. Maybe this week he'll focus in on getting your background fixed. Now, did you completely delete and reinstall Zoom as well?
Yeah.
I thought you had said.
Even ran CC Cleaner registry tool. Got rid of all the registry entries. Rebooted. Downloaded 5.11.3 from Zoom. Installed it. Had the same exact problem.
That is very interesting. So, as you see, it says in this box, which you can't really see it because it's just hard to read.
A lot of people will frown on this, but I've used it. I hadn't had no trouble. Revo uninstaller. Are you comfortable trying that, Greg? And then try it again. Uninstall it, reinstall it.
I just used the uninstall program from Zoom.
Okay.
I've heard of Revo. I've actually used it way back in
Revo, you can
day.
actually clean the registry a little bit better than CCleaner, but really not recommended it. Everybody does it, but
yeah. John Aloy says, "Good evening, Ken and group. Good to be here tonight." Yes, John, it's good to be here tonight. Good to see you as well. Thank you for joining. Things are going to be a little odd because I had a certain thing planned that I thought Alex would be here by now, but he'll show up late and throw my game plan all out of whack.
Nope. Did it again.
Yeah. This thing right here is what pops up when I start OBS, and this tells me what's missing. And it makes sense because I've cleaned my C drive up, gotten rid of, wrong choice of words. I moved a lot of things off of my C drive onto a storage drive. And in OBS, it was looking for all this on my C drive. Now, I'm kind of curious as to what's going to play toward the end of the show, because the intro works just fine, even though it says it's not there. Okay, that's all there. That's pretty amazing. And then I think it's this one. Yeah, see that stuff, it'll pop over. There we go. It's still there, even though OBS thinks it's, or even, yeah, even though OBS itself thinks it's not. And the reason I say it, that it thinks it's not is because of this black box that I put in my background, which I thought would be bigger than that, but apparently not. So anyway, I just want to test those two things out. I will change that background. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I'll go ahead and just blur it for now. So the hard drive right now has got, according to WinDrive stat, like 122 gigabytes of data on it. I'm going to leave it as is for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and rerun that program real quick. Oh great, I just lost YouTube. I sure don't need to have myself spotlighted now, so let's get rid of that. Oh, there it is. Wow. Put it over there. That's interesting. YouTube back here. There we go. So I'm going to run this on my C drive. I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. I'll pin this over here in front of OBS because for the most part, OBS is now done for the night. Let's see what it says. No, you didn't miss anything. I got a little bit of a late start. That, and I was trying to figure out if I wanted to repair the OBS stuff or just go with it as is. I elected to go with it as is. I could probably go in there and find most of this relatively quick. I know where I put it. I was trying to be somewhat logical about where I put the stuff, and I named the stuff accordingly. So according to WinDR or WinDAR stat, whatever you want to call it, my total C drive right now is 122.3 gigabyte of data, and my MOV file VLC is 8.8, and all that's in pictures. I've already clicked on the little icon for the color, and it's all sitting in a pictures folder, and I'll deal with that later. Pretty pleased with this. So the plan tonight was Alex was going to walk me through setting up Macaroon Reflect again. I'm going to put a different drive in this time for the backup, and then that's going to be my dedicated 6 terabyte hard drive. It'll be dedicated for the backups and backups only. I put all of the data that I pulled off the desktop over on I feel like something's not correct here. On a 8 terabyte hard drive, so I got plenty of space. Didn't even dent it. Did not even dent it. When I go to this PC and look at it, it still shows it's an empty drive, which, God, I really hope it's not an empty drive and all that stuff went into oblivion. Maybe I should check that, huh?
Might not hurt.
Nope, it's there. It is all there. So while we're waiting on Mr. Cheek to get here, I will go ahead and move one more thing. Should not take that long, I don't think. Well, no, it will, because there's 48 folders and various pictures. That might take a little longer than I anticipated. Can I not do this? Let me see something here. Can I not right click? Oh, I might be able to do that there. Go over here and post that. Yeah, I was at Walmart tonight. Stopped by. Mrs. K needed something, so I had to run and grab her some. Yeah, 525 items. That's probably going to take a little longer than I want. So I'm going to cancel that. I don't know how long he's going to be, but I know where they're at. I know where the majority of the stuff is at, so it's not a big deal at all. Mr. Guy's being asked how his day was, and then he says, "Sir," I'm going to talk to him about that. It was short for him. So I got like 1 gigabyte of MP4 video, and then when I go look to see where it's at, it's yeah, where is it? It is in app data, local, Google, Chrome, user data default, code cache, WhatsApp. I don't know what, I'm sure it's not it, but that's what it looks like. And then it's at the very bottom of the list. So pretty pleased with how things are looking with that. '94 today.
Yeah.
Pretty warm. Guess I should let Josh in. I didn't see him until just now. Bye, Jim.
Supposed to be hotter tomorrow.
We're expected rain tomorrow, like 90%.
97 tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's not going to be pleasant. I'm not that far from you.
Well, if we get rain tomorrow, you guys should get it Monday or Tuesday, I would think, if it continues moving eastward.
I believe it's supposed to be sometime Monday afternoon / evening or something of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Monday thunderstorms, Tuesday heavy thunderstorms, Wednesday rain.
Yeah.
Now, I may be wrong. It kind of depends on where you are, but at least here in Delaware, where I'm at, this is day 5 or 6 of 90+, and I don't think it's rained in all that time.
Oh, man. So your grass is getting brown?
Yeah, certain parts of it are definitely browning.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. I go out and hand water every day.
So according to the app, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's supposed to start raining and rain all night. Monday's clear, 83. Tuesday, 60% chance of rain. Wednesday, 50. Thursday, 50. Friday, when I go to the state fair, it's going to be 81 and partly cloudy, so that's perfect weather. Just absolutely perfect. Haven't had any more issues with the car whatsoever. I'm speculating, and it's just pure speculation on my part, that the fobs were bad, batteries died on those, and when that happened, the car battery lost contact with the fobs, therefore it decided it wasn't going to do anything. That's what I speculate, because we had it on a charger not even 5 minutes, and it took a charge, and I have not had any issues with it since, so I'm hoping that was what it was. I guess I'm going to have to start standing on the street corner. Robert just sent me a message. NVIDIA Tesla V100 Volta GPU accelerator, 32 gigabyte graphics card.
Dear God.
I can have it for the mere cost of $8,997.
Sure, let's order one.
I was going to order 2 or 3 of them. Might as well have some backups, and 4 or 5 years from now when I can sell them and make some money. Hey, Josh.
Hey,
Here's Kenny Witten. Hello, Kenny. Robert says it was hotter than blue blazes here, too. Pretty warm.
I watched the video of you and Doug talking on Zoom.
You watched a video of Doug and I talking on Zoom. You mean today?
No, when you figured out your Windows update problem,
Oh, yeah, when he streamed and I streamed.
yeah,
Yeah, that had to be interesting. Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I've not gone and watched his stream yet. I pretty much know what mine looked like, so really not much need for me to go.
Josh, you didn't get to go in the paddle boat today?
What about the power?
The
I
boat,
see you
dude.
did-
Go ahead,
I know-
Oh
Chris.
yeah, I put some pictures on the boat.
I didn't know you went, cause I knew it stormed. You were at Doug's stream.
We went out early in the morning. I came back and that's when the power went out afterwards.
Okay.
Could have been worse. You could have been on the lake and lightning strike.
Yeah, I was starting to fall asleep during Doug and then,
No. Time out. You weren't starting to fall asleep. You fell asleep. But we need to clarify that. You did not. There was no starting. You were out twice.
was
Yeah.
I?
You was. I've clipped it and I'm going to post it in about 100 places.
I
Don't feel
looked,
bad. I fall asleep every night. So
No,
don't feel-
I'm not-
I looked over at my one monitor and I was like, and all of a sudden I couldn't hear anybody and I was like, what happened? And I woke up and my room was like pitch dark. I was like, I don't think I have power.
Yeah.
and it always gets hot, whether it's night or day it gets hot when the power goes out.
Well, believe it, I didn't know. I knew I didn't have power because when I was sleeping, I set myself up to look straight at the TV, and I can still glance at my other monitor. So that's how I know when the power is out. Plus, when I have everything plugged in and nothing lights up, that's another hint that the power is out.
Usually a good indication, yes. If the air goes out here, you will toast. Robert's saying where he's at, it's pretty doggone hot. Oh. Hello
I'm
there.
gonna try and move my USB hub because I want to move the monitor over this way so that it's right in the middle. But I can't do that right now because I don't have enough cord. I'll play around with it tomorrow.
What, are you going to try to move the monitor closer to you?
No, I'm gonna try and move the webcam over because it's on the side of the TV. I want it to be right in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Guess what I bought tonight?
Take one hint would be nice. What did you buy tonight?
An HDMI switch.
Got that same thing.
Cause I could actually, now, I could actually have, if I wanna look up, hold on a minute,
11 o'clock already.
that's
My
my regular
goodness.
desktop. It's the monitors are off, but I got a TV sitting up there on the hutch.
Yeah, it's kind of
Can
hard to
make that a
see.
can make that a third monitor.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to look up though.
Kind of far away too, isn't it?
Well, I got a chair at the desk. I got this computer by the nightstand, on the nightstand.
Okay, Robert, you can start bragging. 34 monitors on and God knows how many computers and servers.
I'm sitting on the bed actually.
Can you see now when you're sitting on your bed, are you able to see that TV relatively easily?
Yeah, but my I got a monitor on my nightstand.
Right in front of you?
This is my other computer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's that HP. It's that older HP.
Nice. Well, I sent Alex a message to see what the holdup is. So I can get this show on the road, so to speak. I don't want to whatever I did wrong the other day. I don't want to do the same thing wrong again because that was just ridiculously too long on that. And I will, in the meantime, swap out drives. Ooh, that baby's warm. You probably cook an egg on that.
I'll take mine over easy.
Yeah, I started talking to Alex about the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if I'm really gonna like the online gaming aspect of it. Cause I thought it would be like Jonathan Doug, where we could just talk to each other over microphone. But from what he said, it's not gonna be like that. So I
No,
might just
how are
try
they
it
communicating?
through headsets like this.
Right, but are they communicating from within Fortnite itself, or are they using an outside secondary program to do the communications?
I would think that they were communicating within Fortnite themselves.
Okay.
And Alex said, as far as he knows, Nintendo doesn't do that.
A lot of gamers use Discord.
Does that
Yeah.
allow you to communicate back and forth? I think another thing too that if I understand it correctly, you two are only going to be able to play against each other, correct? You're not going to be able to
Right.
play against Doug or Dennis or me or anyone else.
Right. Right.
Okay. Excuse me.
That's why I'm still trying to debate whether I want to go. I definitely want to go through with it, but
Okay,
if I
so
don't like it after a year, I'm not gonna pay them $100 just to keep it.
that's a good point. So pretend that Greg's not here, Jim's not here, and Chris is not here. You and I are playing Nintendo Switch. Can you not set a Zoom session up? One of you set a Zoom session up privately and just have the same effect so that you two could talk? Would that not solve that problem?
I think so. I don't know.
I think it would. I don't know why it wouldn't. And then you'd have to use your OBS to shrink down your Zoom and put it in a corner somewhere.
Ultimately, that's what I want to do.
Okay, well, I mean, don't throw it away yet because you haven't even gotten it. Give it a try, and then see, take it from there, as the saying goes.
I mean, I'm sure we can make it work somehow. It's just a matter of making.
Well, if that's your only negative on it, that you feel you won't be able to talk like Dennis and Doug do, then that problem's resolved using Zoom.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, if you're going to be over 40 minutes, then there might be a conflict of borrowing what Robert is allowing me to use. If you guys are going to do this late at night, then, I would cut you off so that I could do my show.
Yeah, I remember the other aspect of it too. Is if I want to play Nintendo Switch with him while I'm in bed. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess I could probably do something on my iPad or something.
I don't quite understand how many gizmos and gasmos and things you guys are using, but I'm sure you could. But again, get the switches, get them hooked up, start playing it, see how you like it, and then if you want to have the one-on-one communication, then go to Zoom. You look happy, Jim.
I'm fine.
How's the heel?
Really? You don't
Today's been better, but it's still, some days are better than others.
Sure.
But
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
I think
just made it in. I just got done setting up my new graphics card. Everything's working.
Is that what you're using now, or you're on another?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I had to change my inputs. I was using HDMI, and some of the features of the card will not work with HDMI.
Your video card won't work with HDMI?
There's some special features on it. There's a mode called G-Sync, G-SYNC. And you have to use DisplayPort for that option to be available. It's like a special gaming mode.
Yeah.
And the monitors I have are compatible with that. So I just wanted to set it all up. So,
Okay.
and I set it up and I went to set up the G-Sync thing and it didn't show up in the menu. And then I Googled it and found out you have to use DisplayPort instead of HDMI.
Yeah.
But,
Oh my
so far,
goodness.
so good. I still have my second monitor and my speakers to set up, but I should be done with that by tomorrow night. So. Got lucky.
Are you
No damage.
Are you actually up and awake at 4 o'clock in the morning, Darren, or did you just log in and go back to bed? No.
Bloody hell.
You're off today, right?
Yes.
So that could explain. Are you just now stumbling in from the pub?
That was 5 hours ago.
sounds like more than possible to me.
Oh.
Well, I'm
I
glad you
think
could
that-
join us.
I think I was thinking maybe you could take that offer on him wanting to try and pick that up alive. Because I feel that it would be a good one here to fill in for. I'm sure someone would get good use out of it, but again, that's up to you.
Well, I think Doug and I are in agreement that we're going to let it go for a good month just to see how the updates go and then make a decision then. Sure, I'm sure you would like to see me do it because you're not the one that has to unplug, plug, move this, that, and the other. I'm sure if you were the one that had to do that, you might look at it through a different set of eyes.
Right.
So, but I'm going to give it the month or so, six weeks ish, 1st of September. And if all the updates have come through and I haven't had any issues, we don't know. I may get the updates next month and it puts it right back in the same state it was in. Then I don't need to reinstall anything because it's right back in the same state it was in.
Right.
So we'll cross that bridge soon.
I think you're doing the wise thing personally.
Hey, Sean.
I agree.
Well, I believe, did I not say
Hey,
that
Rick.
basically my opinion was don't screw with it and leave it alone?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. That was pretty much.
I
what you
tend to
said.
be of the opinion if it ain't broke.
Well,
I understand Doug likes to experiment with things for his channel,
sure,
and that's fine.
sure.
But
Hey, Rick.
Hello. I got 2 more videos to watch of Jim's. An hour something long video and 1 more video that's like less than 20 minutes. And
Go
then
ahead. We'll wait. That's an hour and 40 minutes. We'll be here.
Then I watched all of Jim's and all of Rick's, and now I got to pick somebody else to watch.
You've watched.
whoa,
Wait a minute.
whoa.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
Go ahead,
You've
Jim.
you've now watched almost all of mine, and you're still sane. I don't understand.
well, he didn't say that.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. He did not say that.
So you've watched all of Jim's and you're finishing up all of Rick's and now you're looking for someone else?
No, I finished Rick's.
Oh, you finished Rick's. Okay. Hold
I'm
on.
still doing Jim's. I still got 2 more videos to do.
Okay. And then you're wanting to figure out where to go from there?
Yeah.
I got an excellent recommendation for you.
All Ken's.
You.
Darren knows me all too well.
You can always watch my napping channel.
So I got, for Jim, I got PC rebuild with the Antic VSK 10 micro case. That's 21 minutes. And then the new life for an old PC case with a new ASRock B460. something.
Jesus, that's the first one I put up,
Oh my God.
and
I've
that's been almost 2 years. That's like November of
It says
2020.
1 year ago. It says 1 year ago.
Yeah, but when you pull it up, it'll tell you the date. It's some November something in 2020. It's almost 2 years old.
Yeah.
So Sean, to give you some idea of how long you might be watching my videos, I've uploaded 74 videos.
Well, I'm not gonna watch the live ones that I've been on, because I'm already when I'm talking to you on Zoom, I'm watching you on YouTube too, so you're getting my
Sure.
views there.
Right.
The live
And on
ones I've participated in, I will not watch again. But the ones that I haven't watched, yes, I will sit there and watch them because I'm bored and I have nothing else better to do but watch videos on YouTube.
Well, you'll be busy watching the live ones because there's only 830 of them. So go ahead. We'll wait. We'll take your time.
Next month.
So my group home said I could get the job, but I thought it was the guy was going to bring the computers here, but apparently he has a degree and he has certifications that he worked with Mercy Care Insurance, which is behavioral health. Because this house that I'm in right now is a behavioral health group home. So he has certifications in that. And everybody here likes that because he's still licensed in the state of Arizona to do it. So which means is I can go to his house and I'm gonna work there 3 or 4 times a week. And I'm gonna make like $700, $800, $900 extra a month working for him.
And that won't exceed the dollar amount you can make and not be in peril?
In the state of Arizona, I can't make over $1,000 extra a month,
Okay.
but it's gonna be cash. So as long as it's cash, I can make $12,000 in cash. It's just I can't keep the money on me. I have to give it.
Hold that thought. Let me make a quick phone call and get you to repeat that.
Phone, keep it.
Damn.
Speak a little louder into the microphone.
Yeah, really.
Well, I'd like to welcome in our special guest from the IRS.
Oh shit, we're not on YouTube.
Yes, you are.
What was your first clue, Sean?
I just realized when you guys said speak louder into the microphone. Oh, crap, we're on YouTube. Oh.
Yeah, but you haven't done anything yet. So
Nope, you're fine.
As long as you hold out your taxes.
Now, Chris, that one you're going to have to explain to me. Hold out your cactus.
Tax.
Oh, taxes. I thought he. Hold on.
Look, he speaks Southern, but even I understood that.
Man, I thought he said cactus. I'm serious. I'm like, he's in Phoenix. Why would he hold out his cactus? Never mind.
That sounds like a personal thing I don't want to know
Yeah,
about.
really. Me neither. Me neither.
Oh, I
I
guess
did not say cat.
Okay, Bill.
Hey Jim, so my dad's having problems with I told you about my mom's computer that she can't get Gmail and she can't get something else. So I told my dad that I'm gonna bring home this Dell that I've been trying to make a video on, has 120 gig solid state drive in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe it clean, put a brand new copy of Windows 10 on it and install everything and see if that fixes the issue. Because he thought it was an internet issue, but he's using one of those bridges and he has internet because everything else works.
is she doing Gmail on the web?
Yeah.
Oh.
But she's having problems with all that stuff. Yeah.
I don't understand if the rest of the web, well, who knows, but if the rest of the web stuff's working, you wonder why just one website wouldn't, but might be
Almost-
something in a setting someplace.
It's almost similar to with Greg. Everything he does works except the background's on Zoom.
Yeah, I still haven't figured that
That
one out
is
yet.
mind-boggling.
And the interesting part is that when he goes to no background, his video comes back.
Right.
Okay, so here, Jim, he says other programs like Gmail and Zoom she cannot access. She uses the Zoom on her computer that's downloaded, and she can't open it. It INITIATE indicate, or it lets her do that, but it won't run it. It won't run the Zoom. It'll open like it's gonna open, but it doesn't open. So it lets her run it somewhat, but then she doesn't. So I told my dad that I'll just put a 120 gig solid state drive in there for right now and see if that fixes it. If it does, then he'll have to back up everything on that 500 gig and wipe it out and try it over again.
Something flying around in here.
I just put Gmail as a shortcut on my desktop, that's all.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Ken. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Alex.
How did I beat you? You're normally on here way before me.
Well, it's kind of I
Oh, did you
just got out of the shower.
Did you just run over another doggy toy and everything? With one of your dogs?
I did not.
I find that funny every time I think about it. You ran over one of the dogs.
That is kind of comical, yes. All right, so Alex, how do we want to do this? Do you want me to have you just walk me through it? I don't want you to do it because I don't learn if you do it for me. Right, Josh?
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. So walk me through this. Do we want to try to share the screen so we give Greg a migraine right off the bat?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
Share
give
your
him
screen.
let's get Greg a migraine.
Okay, so let me get it hooked up so it goes out over YouTube as well.
So everybody vote. Should we all get migraine first? First vote.
Aye.
Aye, I say aye.
Hey,
Sorry, Greg. Looks like you get my bad migraine tonight.
hey, hey.
Okay, first things first, I got to think of how to get this to go out over YouTube because I've slept since last night.
I was gonna say a comment, but I'll leave that comment alone because I don't want to be put in the waiting room.
Oh God.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share to you guys what should be OBS.
And it is.
Okay, and then I'm going to start my virtual camera on OBS. And then I'm going to unshare my screen temporarily, momentarily. Oh, wait, where in the heck is the thing to unshare my screen at? Oh, why'd it go up there? I'm going to temporarily unshare it so I can start the virtual camera in there. Now I'm going to reshare my screen. And hopefully, with a little bit of luck, everyone will start seeing OBS. Maybe,
Yes.
maybe not.
So far, yes.
Seeing it on Zoom, is it supposed to be on YouTube as well?
Yeah, I gotta go find it. It's a setting here. So.
Okay. Okay, it's on YouTube too.
Well, is it? Because I'm not seeing OBS. I'm seeing.
No, it's not on YouTube.
Right. So I'm gonna go to.
Oh, not OBS is seeing the rest of it. Yeah.
Right. So now my technical issues go to that. That's kind of.
I mean, now it's working. Now it's working.
Well, is it? No, it's not.
No.
So give me. It's one of these settings right here. Just give me a second here. Not that one.
You got to remember to set
You have a lot
remember
of,
to set your Zoom camera to OBS.
there we go. Now it's on. Now
Yep,
it's on.
I got it. So now what I can do is I can minimize OBS and it'll bring up my screensaver, and then I'll go find my Macrium Reflect. Drag it over here. So open this up, Alex.
Right.
Yep. Uh-oh. And I'll bring this over here. All right. So I want my C drive only. So these are all unchecked. After I uncheck this one, it won't let me.
Click on your on the white space, not the checkbox, but the white space in your below your C drive and like a little space. Click on it and then click on right below it. It says image this disk.
Right, but I've got right now. It's also looking. It's going to get my disk down here that I don't want. So I'm going to uncheck that box.
It shouldn't. What you want to
there
do
we
is you
go.
want to click on your C drive and then you want to click right below where it says image this disk.
Right, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, and then I'll bring over the box that brought up, and I'll minimize this one because we.
Now it's only showing. Now you see it's only showing your C drive at the top,
Yes.
and you just select where you want the file to go.
Should be going right back to E, but let me verify that. Yeah, it's going to go back to my E drive. Let me verify that. Hold on. Yep, it's going to go back to E. So
And then at the bottom, you just want to hit advanced options and then hit auto verify image.
where do you see auto verify image at? Well, right here.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put a check in that box and then just press
Right,
Okay.
verify. All right, and then okay. And it is 11:23 p.m. Now, did it start already?
Now,
You gotta hit
I got to
next.
hit finish, right? Or next.
next.
And then that's just if you wanted to schedule it. You don't want to schedule it, so you can just hit next. And then finish.
Okay, 11:23 still.
You can uncheck where it says save this XML file, and then
Save as backup definition file,
you don't want that. You only want that if you're scheduling it.
and then run this back up now, right?
Right.
Okay. 11:23 still. You trying to get me to 11:24? Hold on. 24. There we go. I hit okay. There we go. 11:24. It started.
Alex, why didn't you want the backup definition file?
The backup definition file is only relevant if you're wanting to schedule a backup, because it's what.
Well, let me ask you a dumb question. If you saved that, could you repeat the backup later without going through all the other setup stuff? By just loading that file?
You probably
Yes.
could. I've never
Good
tried.
question, Jeff. Good question. Is there a way I can save these settings so I don't have to do it each and every time?
Yeah, I would say the thing you could do is do what Jeff just said and try to save the backup file, and then
Okay.
and then you can't just double click on it from your desktop, because it saves it as an XML file, and it's not read directly by Macrium
Okay.
from your desktop. So you have to open it up, and then it will show up in there under. When I set that up for Josh, it showed up under scheduled backups, and that's the reason why I said you didn't want, because you don't want to.
No, I don't need it.
to.
I'll just right. No, I'll do it manually. All right. So it says we have 23 minutes. I'm going to leave everything as is, both on
Now,
Zoom.
Let me ask you a dumb question here. Are you backing up the system you're broadcasting with?
I am.
Which
And
could mess up,
now-
which could particularly mess up the.
okay, mess it up how? As in slow it down or mess it up?
Mess it up, because
Wrong answer. You
don't
should have
wanna-
said slow it down. See, we're going to put you in the waiting room. Okay, how can it mess it up?
Well, a lot of these backup programs claim to be able to back up a file that's open and being used, but some of them have trouble with that, even though they claim they can.
Yeah. I gather. I follow what you're saying now.
Whereas
Which
if you-
is
whereas
why
if you
when I
was to
back up,
load
I
it-
generally make a boot flash drive and boot from that and don't do
Yeah.
anything else with the computer. But I'm OCD about that sort of thing.
like what Doug was saying that he was trying to do earlier when he was going through the BIOS, was trying to load his Macrium USB, which looks just like that, except for it's on a flash drive, and
Mhm.
it loads before Windows loads, so it can.
All right. Well, we'll let this little experiment go and see what happens. And if it errors out, then we know I can't be streaming and on Zoom at the same time. And then I'll do it after I stop streaming, after I end Zoom. I think I can remember what you just taught me, or showed me, or told me. If not,
Yeah.
how do you feel about a phone
My
call
bad.
at 3:30 in the morning?
Well,
My bad,
once this backup finishes, you should be able to go where you saved it, double click on it just like you do any other file, and it should give you the option to mount it. So you can, should give you the option to mount it, and it'll mount it as another drive. So you can see if you can explore it, and it should be an exact duplicate of your current C drive. Only other
It
way
won't
to
be
make
the
sure it
same
works
as
is
if-
to restore it.
It may restore pretty much intact, but it won't be exactly the same as if you booted from a flash drive and ran it. It will not be exactly the same.
Yeah, it's just doing the same thing it did last night. Started out at 22, 23, now it's up to 29 minutes, but it does look like it's moving pretty quickly across there tonight. I'll put the arrow there. This is just
Yeah, those
OCD.
estimates are.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Last night they were pretty much right on the hour and 49 minutes it took.
Yeah, but you didn't get to that estimate until you were near the end, though, right?
No, it started out like this at a low number, and then it jumped to an hour and 30, then an hour and 29, then an hour and 18, then an hour and 39, then an hour and 15. It varies back and forth.
Well, if you say it's going to take between an hour and a half and 2 hours, then you're probably all right.
Well, this one is now saying 24 minutes, 23, 24, 23 minutes.
Well, you
so-
got rid of a lot of stuff, right?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
But it says it's only transferring it. I would expect it to transfer a little bit faster than it is, but
Mid fives, how fast do you want it? It's going to a mechanical drive.
oh, that's probably
Is your E drive internal or external?
External.
Okay.
It's sitting in the solid fives to 525, Alex. Is it? What would you expect it to be? Not being funny. So I'm being serious.
oh, there was one time I did it and it was like it was transferring it pretty much a solid gigabit.
To a
To-
mechanical drive?
Was that to a mechanical drive, Alex?
I don't think so, but I really can't remember. Off the top of my head, it's been a while.
Back in the day.
Yep, back in the day.
He's trying not to smile. He was like, I'm not gonna smile at that joke.
Well, back in the day, Alex, when I ran DOS, there was a program called Fastback that I ran to run backups with, and it backed up to 5 1/4 inch floppy disks, which you had to sit there and change every so often.
Gonna go grab a coffee while this is running. I will be right back.
Almost 23% done, but that may just be with the backup. It may not count the time for the verify.
It doesn't because it starts over completely
Yeah.
over with the percentages.
I thought I remembered that, but I wasn't sure.
Back in the day at the old Kroger store, I used to hear what sounded like a modem dialing, like a dial-up modem on the front end. It do
Well,
it like every day.
not so far back. Because because at the time we didn't realize my grandma could get cable internet. I was actually running dial-up internet on a Windows 7 laptop I had.
Occasionally I go in the store and when they run my credit
Good.
card, it's through a little gadget that actually dials up. It's not connected all the time.
Yeah, sometimes they do that.
My dad's now just barely taking stuff off floppy drives or off those 2.5-inch floppy drives.
Oh, the hard shell floppies?
Yeah, he's barely now just taking stuff off of them and putting them on USB sticks.
Well, it's probably almost a miracle that some of those are still readable. I've got a bunch of them in a box, but most of them were just temporary backups of stuff I did at work years ago.
I had a guy give me a old Sony floppy disk camera, took full size floppy disk to save the pictures on several years ago.
Anybody here ever use a zip drive?
Yep. God, no. No,
I've got
I've
it.
seen them,
got
but I've never used them.
2 of those in a box someplace.
Jesus.
Omega, I think was one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the manufacturer. Yeah.
I think I
And you
still
can
have
tell
a zip drive.
they had the click of death because when you turned them on, all there was sit there is click, 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 click.
That was only with one particular thing. That they had 2 versions of those, and one of them had the click of death thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would eject the zip drive and it would Windows 98 with blue screen.
And I don't, maybe you can explain it to me, but Jesus, why would you hold on to something like that unless you have a computer museum?
Oh, it's just in a box. I mean, I haven't used it in 20 years.
There's a guy on YouTube named Michael MJD.
Yeah, I watch
He
him.
messes, he messes
Right,
around
regular.
with Windows 98, Windows 95. He has a lot of subscribers.
There's another guy I watch called the Nostalgia Mall. He's real big into that kind of stuff. He has a full on his office, half of his office is Windows 95,
Packard
Windows
Bell.
98, Windows 3.1.
So Jeff, I'm reading here on a quick Google search. It says zip drives were originally launched with capacities of 100 megabyte,
Yep.
then 250 megabyte, and finally 750 megabyte.
I think I just had the original one. It was on. But 100 megabytes was a lot of crap back in the day for
So
what
I'll
was
share this
essentially a
real.
glorified floppy disk.
So does this look vaguely familiar? Is that what it is?
Hold on.
That's a zip drive.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
So you know what?
unless it got lost in the fire, I've got 1 or 2 of those in a box someplace.
So what I just realized is I just was thinking about what kind of old software do I have, and I have Office XP. I have Office 2000 Professional. I have a Windows 2000 Professional disk or software, and I have a couple of the old ones in a CD case that's at my parents' house. I have a lot of old software in there.
I have a lot of old software digital files that I found online, but as far as actual physical copies of old software I've only got physical copies of Windows 8.1 Home, Windows 7 Home Upgrade, and Office 2010 Home and Student.
I got a question for you. Did you hear about the ocean and the sea having a baby? It was a boy.
No.
Ooh.
I try.
In my bedroom at home, in my closet, my dad has 2 XP towers in my closet. And my mom's like, I hope when you build this new computer for your dad, I hope he gets rid of some of the shit in the fucking, in the flipping closet. I forgot we're on YouTube, but he's like,
Why
I
not?
hope he gets rid of them.
Here's an idea. Why don't you just put Linux on them or something and donate them to some place?
There's at least one company out there still selling brand new computers running XP.
I've got a good
Or-
idea for you,
Well,
Sean.
they deserve to be shot in the head.
Well, they sell them to companies that have equipment that only interfaces with XP. And there's still a few specialty items like that around, unfortunately.
Yeah, that guy called me back for the Windows 7 that he wants me to crack. He's like, oh, that guy told me it's $40, not $20. Can you do it? No. Don't call back, please.
A few years ago, I knew somebody that was into sewing. A CNC machine they used Windows 98. Offline though.
Tim Souls was talking about one CNC machine that his company had for a while that only ran on one of the older versions, maybe XP.
So Sean, here's an idea. You say there's 2 of those
What, in my closet?
in your dad's closet?
In my closet, in my room, yeah, there's 2 of them that run Windows 90, Windows XP, I think.
Well, I thought you said they were in your dad's closet. And your mom wants him to get rid of them.
No, they're in my closet.
Well, I've got a good recommendation for you. I think you'll be quite pleased. I know a tech out there that's got 35 plus years of experience. You might want to contact him. And man, I got to get that soundbite on my Stream Deck
He would probably take them out
and shoot 'em.
and use them as, yeah, shoot them, use them as gun targets.
Talking to Windows XP, Kerry Holdman still has a computer that he uses for QuickBooks that he uses for his business still. He doesn't connect it to the internet, but he still has a Windows XP computer that runs his QuickBooks.
I don't think it's in a case either. I think it's just a motherboard just sitting.
I have no idea. So Alex, well, never mind. I've got too much running as it is now. I don't want to add something else to the possibility of making this goofy. So we'll just leave things as they are.
I think if I get this job, I'm gonna start handing out a Cronus True Image licenses to like your chat and maybe Doug's chat, and just start buying a whole bunch of licenses for a year and just start handing them out.
Why do you want to spend your money on giving a Cronus licenses to somebody else?
I don't know, just like I thought about handing out Windows or Office license keys too.
How many subscribers does Doug have now?
I honestly don't know.
Is he approaching 2,000 yet?
No, you know what? I know he gets paid for his videos. I know that for a fact.
Well, yeah,
that's-
he's
that,
got-
that only takes 1,000.
That takes 1,000. Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I
Do you
think the
think
last
he'd
time I
still do 'em
saw,
if he? You think he'd still do them if he didn't get paid for them? Even though I know
Yeah,
YouTube
really.
doesn't pay much, but
Yeah, I think he would still be trying to keep building. If he was like at 850, 900, I think he would still be doing them in
Says Doug has 1,590 some subscribers.
1590. Okay. So he is on the downslide to 2,000, barely.
all
Well, hey,
right.
if I get to 590 subscribers, that's as good as 1,000 for me. By the way,
All right.
I'm sitting solidly 147. Yeah, Jim, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've got something I want to share with you folks.
Ooh.
Hopefully,
This will be interesting because I'm sharing my screen. But
oh, okay.
hang
Never
on.
mind. Never mind.
No, we can do this. We still got 12 minutes, so I will unshare my screen. Go right ahead, share your screen.
All right.
Don't know what this is
I
gonna be.
I ran across this. I thought that this was actually quite hilarious. Some of you may not. I don't know, but I found it hilarious.
Oh, brace yourselves.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
And an awkward silence ensued.
What are we? Jim?
is Josh asleep?
Josh is sound asleep. He is out with. I mean, he ain't waking. Ain't no power outage waking him up now. Don't call him. Let him sleep. He had a rough day.
Hey,
Did you
Jim.
go on the paddle boat today?
I didn't, but I believe Josh did. That's why he's
No,
sitting
no, I
there.
mean Yeah, I would.
I was
He
just,
said he was going to. I
I
didn't know
was
if he
just
actually got it
wondering,
done or not.
Yeah, they did.
You said in that one video, Jim, that you think that your wife won't notice a difference when you changed her CPU out, did she?
No, of course not.
I didn't see like a follow-up in the video if she noticed or anything.
Nah, she wouldn't
John
notice.
Aloy says not showing. Oh no, I couldn't. I don't know how to share Jim's screen to. Well, I bet I do know how to. Hey Jim, let's try something. Share your screen again, please.
Same thing as before.
Same thing as before.
Okay, 1 second.
I want to see if I cannot figure this out real quick.
They say that they're still seeing your screen, Ken.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah, that's fine. That's why I want him to re-show his screen.
I'll be right back.
You trying to get it centered out on YouTube?
Yeah, I was. And in order to do that, I need to have you unshare your screen 1 quick second. I mean, just 1 second. Okay, now share your screen.
In 5 seconds.
Yeah, there we go. Now YouTube should be seeing what everybody was laughing about.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that rather than go look in OBS and try to figure out how to, the simplest way is just put Zoom over there on that screen, which I know is going out to YouTube. Let you share it, and then it goes out.
I hope you don't get a strike for this.
Why would he?
Yeah, why would I? I don't see how there's nothing.
I don't see anything copyrighted in there.
No,
Well,
no,
I mean,
no.
I'm talking about them using the word gay.
No.
Not a strike, but
Please give me a break.
I don't-
Will you?
YouTube isn't going to do anything about
So
using the word
Chris
gay.
brings up a question in my mind. Can
Cancel
the
culture.
AI read?
Let me partake
Facebook.
some information to you, Chris. You ever heard of a guy called Randy Rainbow?
no.
Wait a
Look him
minute.
up on YouTube, and you tell me if YouTube's going to have a problem with the word gay.
Randy Rainbow.
Yes.
Okay.
We're all doing that.
I'm not even going to go where my mind is at and suggest, is this guy
Oh,
gay?
there it is.
Anyway, I guess I can stop this at this point now.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't even have to look at a video. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Now, you tell me, Chris, whether or not YouTube's got a problem with the word gay, okay?
Now, wait a minute. I'm not sharing. Oh, YouTube is seeing it. Okay, I got to share it for you guys to see. That's why that is. Okay, cool.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm thinking not.
He has 713,000 subscribers.
Yes.
I wonder how many of them are gay.
712.
I wouldn't bet on it if I were you.
No, I bet no more than half.
Man, that
It's hard
overkill.
to tell. Everybody, lots of folks just watch all kinds of channels for whatever reason.
Sure.
Oh, wow.
He's the last. He's late to the party. We all looked at it, and he's like, 5 minutes later, oh.
So hopefully that went out. That little joke that Jim was sharing
he's
didn't go
awake
out.
now.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he's awake.
Oh, yeah, I
now.
bet he is awake now.
After all the laughter.
Here's a clue for some of you folks, okay? Not everybody adheres to your narrow moral compass.
It's
Okay.
true.
That's all I'm going to say about it.
It's very true. Kenny Witten says, I can't unsee that. Now, can he not unsee the joke that Jim shared, or can he not unsee Raymond Reddy Rainbow or whatever his name was?
Randy Rainbow.
Rand, you didn't have to remind me. Now I can't get that image out of my head. Or to quote someone, "Oh wow." Oh, that was good.
I like what that Overkill Computers owner thinks that he can just start cease and desisting those people that
What
are
we got?
talking crap about his
9
business.
minutes. Okay, I'll be right back.
That guy has a little too much of, ex-Marine, I can intimidate anybody kind of attitude. That pisses me off.
Yeah, so Greg got pissed. Greg saw the guy that mentioned the guy that was doing the TikTok videos. He got a cease and desist order, and they said they can't go after him because he didn't sign an an MDA with the company, so he can talk all he wants. And
Yeah.
Greg's like, "Oh, I wish they would come after me with that."
Well, don't be surprised if the guy tries, because he's that kind of an asshole.
Yeah, come on now. They're probably, like Greg said, they're probably making like $1,000 profit off those computers.
And I don't begrudge people making a profit off of it, but 1,000 seems to be a little excessive to me.
Yeah. Who would pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a computer?
Plenty of people.
Yeah.
Plenty of people.
Sean,
That'd
how
be-
much? I'm about done for the moment putting stuff into this computer bill. How much do you think I have in it all together? I didn't do it all at once, but I'm over $2,000 into this bill.
Oh,
I don't know exactly. I haven't added it up, but I bought 2 new monitors. I bought a graphics card. I spent
I'm back.
roughly $1,500 on the build without the graphics card and the monitors.
yeah, I wasn't like talking about like that. I was just saying this company's charging 2, 3, 4,000 when Greg did a PC picker list and found out he
Oh.
could do their computers for less than
Yeah,
1,000.
which company was that?
Overkill Computers.
Overkill. Okay, yeah, you were talking about that the other night. I missed the context
I
there.
wasn't talking about like a human being like me and you. Of course, we'll put whatever we want in our computers.
Yeah.
They're way overpriced for what they
Yeah, it's interesting. My brother-in-law called me today about something. And then the conversation went around. He wants a new desktop computer. Because his is like 12 years old. I mean, it still works. He doesn't do much but email, and he does email, a little web browsing, and then he keeps records for his company on there. He and his wife own a number of rental properties. Anyway, he was asking me what he ought to get, and I was telling him, we could put together something pretty good, but he wants to get a pre-built. And he was asking me about which HPs I thought were good. He used to be he was an HP workstation salesman for 18 years.
Oh, yeah, well, the workstations are a whole different ballgame. The workstations are not like.
Well, I mean, workstations have devolved, I won't say evolved. When he first started selling them, a single workstation cost between $70,000 and $80,000. And when he finally couldn't meet his quota, after 18 years, they were down around $5,000 to $6,000 at the most expensive ones. And he had a $20 million quota.
Yeah.
HP just ran all their salesmen out of business, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, I told him that if he was going to buy one of those, I would buy one of the higher end ones like the Envy line or something like that. Don't buy the cheap ass ones. He doesn't want a laptop. He wants one to put under his desk.
Yeah, well.
If I lived near him, I would offer to build him one, but he lives in Oklahoma and I'm here, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not going to build one and try to service it from 1,500 miles away.
It's interesting. I think I thought about making a video of this. I may still do it. I don't know. Taking what you can get at Best Buy and seeing if you can build a better one for the same price.
Good video.
Somebody just told me that they bought a $2,500, almost $3,000 computer from Best Buy. And
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, you
that's
can-
not hard to do. It's not hard to do. You got to understand, you have to understand, if you're going to be buying like a mid-range or top tier 30 series graphics card, you could easily spend $1,000 just on the video card. So the rest of it to go with it, it's not surprising.
Yeah, I told him we could put together a computer that would last him 8 to 10 years, no graphics card, just integrated graphics, which is all he needs, for around $700 or $800.
Yeah, you could probably do it for a little bit less depending on how much storage he actually needs and memory.
Well, I would, yeah, he could get by with 16, which doesn't cost that much these days.
No, 16.
He could
gigs.
probably manage with 8 in a pinch.
No, you don't want to do 8, especially if he's going to be running 10 and eventually 11. 16
So-
is like my bare minimum these days.
Well, I would get him 16 and probably a 1 terabyte NVMe drive.
Which
Or
is
if you
under
didn't
100
need that
bucks.
much, a 500 you can buy for around $60 now when they're on sale. Like a Samsung.
$49.99 for a Samsung 500 gigabyte NVMe.
Yep, I saw that. So,
Somebody
but
wants.
I
in
said if you're
Zoom.
gonna buy one of them that was pre-built, see if he can find one at someplace like Costco where you get the extra year's warranty. And if you use their credit card, you get an extra 2 years of warranty beyond that. So you have warranty for 4 years from somebody. But he doesn't belong to Costco anymore, so I don't know what he'll do.
There we go. All right, without taking my head off, I just dug out my mom's old computer that I happen to have. It's an old Dell computer, has a 750 gigabyte spinning hard drive, and it's got a whopping, you guys better sit down and brace yourself.
4 gigs of RAM.
4 gigs of RAM, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Basically, the only thing I'm seeing that I might be able to use out of that's a 750 gigabyte hard drive. I don't see anything else being salvageable or usable or worth my time and effort.
depending on how many write speeds are to that hard drive, it might not be worth using that.
You can look at it with something like HW Monitor or one of those other programs and see how many hours of actual use is on the drive.
Probably didn't leave it turned on 24 hours a day.
Oh gosh, no. No, she did not.
Meaning my old HP that I've got over here, when I replaced the hard drive with a SATA solid state drive, it had 5 years of actual spinning on it.
750 or 11:55. Would that start at 24? And it's showing maybe being completely done. It says verifying 100% done.
Right.
I'll wait till the box pop up and says it's done. Okay, so what's the program I can use to run that tells the health of the drives?
There are several.
Crystal Disk Info is one of them.
I think that's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah, Crystal Disk Info, HW Monitor. There's a lot of them that can read the smart information from the drives.
Well, they pretty much all do at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have that one already, so I can use it. So I stand corrected. It's now re-verifying. It's up to 2%.
And what kind of computer is it?
My mom's old computer was a Dell. The hard drive itself is a, just happen to have it here. I ripped it out a while ago. Seagate Barracuda 750 7200.12. The date on here is, this was made during the Civil War times. No, wait, that's not right. Where's the damn date on in here? Made in Taiwan.
Yeah, that's probably Taiwan.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Thailand,
That's probably even
Taiwan.
better.
I'm seriously not being funny. I cannot find the date on here. I got a serial number, a part number, a firmware, a WWN. Oh, date code. Date code is 11041. Site code is TK, but there's no specific date. Says date code 11041.
April the 1st.
No idea.
Who knows?
Well, I'm still looking. I'm hoping I see somewhere where it says something to the effect of, let's just say,
Is it a SATA drive?
no, it's a mechanical.
IDE?
No, it is SATA. I'm sorry. It is SATA. Somebody
That's
left. I let somebody join. Somebody left. I have no idea who left.
It's our homie.
I just looked on the internet. It's Crystal Disk Mark Info. I guess that's, you can
Yeah,
type that.
Crystal
in.
Disk Info.
Somebody put the date code in of 11041 and see what that translates to.
November,
I'm thinking what, April 1st of 11? I don't know.
Yep, that's my guess.
That'd be my guess.
no,
In the States, you guys love to do the month first, don't you? You want to say,
yeah, month, day, and year.
Oh, so this could be November 4th of 2001?
in the States, but not elsewhere, in my experience. You guys
I-
like,
Okay, nope. There's a calculator online to give you Seagate date codes. It says that corresponds to July 24th, 2010.
Yeah, I see that. 11041 is July 20. Sure, I get that. Yeah.
There's a Seagate date code calculator online.
Wow. Who
What
would've-
the encoding means, I'm not sure.
Yeah, who would have thought that? All right. Yeah,
It
it's
might
probably
not even
Alex.
be,
Alex has got church in the
SATA
morning.
version 3. It might be SATA. I don't know when the different SATA versions came in.
Does it
It
not
might
say
be
on-
SATA 2 even or something. Who knows?
And I probably can't tell that. The firmware CC46, if that helps.
Well, if you enter the model number, and Google it, you'll find something about the drive, I'm sure.
The model number is a Barracuda 7200.12, I'm guessing.
has the Pi
Or it could be an STX 720012 in parentheses B.
Probably the model number.
Seagate Barracuda 7200.12.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
There's like a
7,200
500
RPM.
gigabyte, 7200 RBM SATA 3 drive. Does it have a
Anyway,
model number like ST something on there?
STX 7212 in parentheses B.
That doesn't make sense for a model number.
whatever.
Oh, it's got a part number if that helps.
No, say ST again. What is it?
It's a Sierra Tango X-ray hyphen
Okay.
or dash 7212 720012 parentheses the capital letter B.
That's the model of a 7200 drive, 12. That's not a model of the drive. It's a
Yep.
technology. It's a 12 gen
Here,
72.
okay. I found a drive manual, Barracuda 7200.12 serial ATA. No,
What
No.
do we think the manufacture date is?
July 24th, 2010.
2010.
There's
Okay,
a date
so-
code translator online for Seagate dates.
Crazy.
So that's probably, it's either a 500 gig or a 1 terabyte,
750.
750. Okay.
That's
Did
what
the
the
drive work?
what the late. Yeah, it was working fine. I use this in Illinois to stream TV through. Worked just fine.
The only thing I don't like about 750 drives is the platters are not equal. One's half the size of the other, centrifugal force, whatever. That's me.
So I just need
There
to
are
open
two
another
physical-
drive. I'm kidding.
The manual says there are two separate physical sizes of the drive. The 1000 and 750 are one size and the smaller ones have other dimensions.
One's probably the normal desktop and the other one's the laptop.
Did the pie-eyed Englishman go to bed yet?
Don't
Probably
think so.
passed out.
Hmm. Did he bring his bucket of booze home with him? Are we still on YouTube?
We are.
Yes. We are.
Oh, well, scratch that till later.
Well, if it works, you could mount it internally. I assume your case has got room for another mechanical drive somehow or other.
I do. Yeah.
All you need is some SATA cables. You can probably rob those from her
Yeah, I've
old
got
computer.
that I could do that as well, or I've got cable somewhere as well. We have been streaming 1 hour and 21 minutes, and naturally, Mr. Gonna tell me how to mount this so I can go in and look at the contents as left, and I have no clue how to do it. I think he said something about leaving it in the drive, and I can mount it while it's in the drive, and then that will allow me to open it up. So that could be another day right there. Right, we're rapidly coming up on an hour though. We're at 12:04 and we started at 11:24, and this thing is at roughly
Says 81 minutes. I just got back into your stream.
roughly 30%, maybe 40% on the
What,
verification.
so he's saying that you can mount the backup image from Macrium?
That's what he said, and that's why I kind of wish he hadn't left, because
You probably have to use Macrium to do that, I would assume, since it's every one of these backup things has their own format. There's not a standardized format that I'm aware of.
what I should have done is done one last stream with the old i7 with the fish cam showing the screen, and that way there wouldn't have been anything running in the background, but didn't think about that. Oops.
Well, but even if you don't have a bunch of other software running, if you're running at all and backing up from the drive you're running from, that question's always going to arise simply because you're using the operating system.
Oh, there's only OBS running and Zoom and 2 or 3 tabs.
But
on the
if you-
internet. Yeah,
If you start from a flash drive that either boots from a Linux version or a WinPE version of the software, then you're imaging the disk while there's no activity at all on it,
right.
which is what I like to do, but I'm OCD about that sort of thing. And I know, I think talking to Doug on one of his streams one time, he said he's never had any issues doing it like you're doing it. So
Well, probably won't find out tonight, but maybe tomorrow night Alex can walk me through how to do that, and we can check it. When it gets done, I'll verify that it's over there, and then go from there. So did Doug give any indication of when he might be able to get back to Greg and let him know what is going on with his Zoom deal?
Not that I'm aware of.
And he said he was gonna look at that, this internal file.
Oh, okay. He's gonna read the logs.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
And it'll take him a little while to get through that.
Mm-hmm. It's just
That-
really odd that now if this
Yeah,
happens to me in a couple weeks. First, Greg's machine doesn't get updates. Then my machine doesn't get updates. Now Greg can't do a background in Zoom. If my machine goes to can't getting backgrounds on Zoom, I'm buying a lottery ticket.
Yeah, there you go.
Ken,
Jeff.
I put a link in Zoom chat on how to mount a Macrium backup file.
I'll open that once we get done. That way I don't.
Compliments of Google.
Yeah. He might rejoin from his tablet once he gets all comfy and cozy in bed. I don't know. Just have a. Excuse me, I just got a new subscriber, Iowa Hank from Doug's channel. Subscribe. Thank you, Iowa Hank. I appreciate it. Get to 150 here pretty soon, I hope. What's today's date? The 24th? Got 7 days to do that. I'll do a PSA announcement.
You know, when I saw an ID on the weekend, the last couple of days, I gotta, it's unique. How about Johnny Cash's freaky second cousin?
That was the ID. Johnny Cash's freaky second cousin.
Yeah, I gotta come up, like, I would never have thought of that. Not in a million years. And he's got wrenches to boot, he or she.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a clever name, so I just went with my name. It seems to work out quite well. I'm not.
And then you even made it live, not recorded.
That was accidental, and then I kept it that way. So, Greg, did you try toggling hardware acceleration? Should be in Zoom video settings under advanced. If it's enabled, test disabled. If disabled, test enabled. Good question.
All 4 of them are checked.
All 4 of them are checked. Okay, I'll wait for one room to respond. I don't want to open my Zoom settings. I'm trying to remember what that looked like.
Says video processing, sending video, virtual background, receiving video.
Do you have an advanced tab that you can check to see if the hardware acceleration is on?
Yeah, it says use hardware acceleration 4, and then those 4.
It's interesting. I've only got 3.
You running 5.11.3
As far as I know. Let me check again.
came out 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh, well, if it came out 4 or 5 days ago, then nah.
You should have it because he was with us last night, and as soon as he left, it should have automatically updated. Oh, somebody try it with it unchecked, he says.
What unchecked? Virtual background?
No, I'll wait for him to.
Hardware acceleration.
Hardware
Okay.
accelerations is what he's talking about.
There's no box for that.
Jim, I have a question for you about your part picker list.
Yeah, yes.
Said MSI motherboard 550M-A.
Yeah.
Is that one of those A motherboards that you don't like, or
No. No.
no? Well, no, I wasn't being an asshole. I just didn't
No.
understand.
No, I know you weren't.
If the first letter is A on the board,
Oh, the first letter, not the last.
first letter, not the last letter. First letter is
Okay,
A.
all right.
Avoid it like the plague.
Okay. I understand now.
So, Rick, do you know somebody by the name of MX Monk?
No,
I
I
deleted
got rid
it.
of his comment on my YouTube channel because he said the same damn thing, and I said, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna pay attention to you.
Yeah, I removed the comment and probably go remove him from the channel in a moment.
Oh,
I did go back to subscribers, so he had to subscribe a week ago to do that, unless there's a way to get around it.
Probably not.
Mr. Monk, is that you, Sam? That's funny.
Have you ever thought to ask a question, then you answer it to yourself in your head? Because it occurred to me to ask, where'd Sean go? But I figured Jim started re-uploading all his old videos. So Sean's going to be going for what, another year?
Yeah, I just verified subscribers. 1 week is still on, so I'm not sure how he got through. That's weird. Yeah, if he's gonna go through all my videos, we'll see him in about a year. Sean, does that work for you? Uh-oh. Did Sean
He's
leave?
going.
He's not in the room. All I see is his chair, and he's got his
Oh,
mic muted.
okay.
So I'm assuming that he's off doing something.
Hey, he's getting popcorn to get bunkered in to watch my videos.
He could he not put up his airplane to autopilot in his chair while he's not there? Okay, I have to explain it. I'm not going to forget it.
It's too late at night, Blackwatch.
The blow up autopilot. What's the matter with you? You're forever going.
My
Airplane, Robert Hayes. Oh, speaking of movies, anyone seen the 1960 version of The Unforgiven?
no.
Yes,
I think I did.
it was on today.
It was on today.
Burt Lancaster.
And right after
that
that
the
was
one that-
the. Go
I
ahead.
might have watched it in, oh, well, it would have been 1960 last time I watched that.
And right after that was the original Thomas Crown Affair movie from 1968.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
the Unforgiven that Clint Eastwood did, was that a remake then? of the
No.
story?
No, different storyline.
Okay, all right.
I got a trivia and no Googling. When did Cleopatra come out with Elizabeth Taylor? What year?
1956,
No,
58.
no,
64.
no,
Can I phone a friend? I'm going to call Doug.
but no.
And last time,
1963. What a glorious year.
I was close.
You were close, just one away. One away. 64 was, wasn't that the first JFK coin?
Some interesting actors in that. I didn't remember Rex Harrison was in that, and Roddy McDowell.
In Cleopatra?
Yeah,
That doesn't surprise me.
So look up the
Martin
cast.
Landau.
Look up the cast of The Unforgiven and look at how young Audrey Hepburn was. And then I'll tell you how old she was in that movie,
What movie?
The Unforgiven.
Oh, shoot. I'm
She's
still,
got to. She looks 20 something.
I'm still
Looks
floating.
can be deceiving.
I'm still floating on Golden Pond on that
What?
one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Catherine Hepburn.
Well, the movie was released in 1960. That's when it was made. She was born in 1929. Simple math tells you she was 31 years of age, and she did not look it. And she was pregnant at the time.
Looks closer to 18 than the 30.
Yeah, 16 to me. She was really, really young looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Audie Murphy was in that.
Yep.
Lillian Gish, wasn't she a silent film star at one time?
yeah.
Who?
Burt Lancaster.
Lillian Gish.
Oh, Lillian. Yeah, I think she was.
The only
She-
guy.
Yeah, it said she started acting in 1912
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
didn't quit till 1987.
Only one I could not identify was the guy they hung on the horse. I could never figure out who he was. His real name, not his stage name. Or not his not who he was portraying, his actual name. Like Burt Lancaster was the older brother. I was trying to figure out who the guy on the horse was. So Greg Wintermute has put a link
Yeah.
in. Okay. Well, excuse me. So I heard from my Uncle Steve today. He's got COVID.
First time?
He didn't say. Both he and his wife have got it, so they've locked themselves in their little house in the middle of the town, and they're not opening the door or going out. His words, not mine. So
Your mom's brother?
my dad's brother.
Brother, okay.
I've
You
got
know. Come on, Jeff. Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve, Uncle Tony, Uncle Tom, or Uncle Tom died. Uncle Max. There's only 3 of them left now. Steve, Tom. Yeah, there's only 3 of them left now. Wow.
Out of how many?
Let's see. My dad passed away. Uncle Jim passed away. Uncle David passed away. Uncle Tom passed away. So 4 brothers and my Aunt Janice and an aunt.
Jesus.
Zoom may not have updated these pages for a new build, though. That's a good point. I would disable for video processing and sending. We're just a helpful tech channel here.
Once in a while we are.
Most of the time when we get doing stuff, you guys are very helpful. Very, very helpful.
Did you see what Blackwatch said about me?
Tonight,
Yeah.
I have not.
He said Sean is now officially at the YouTube Tech Groupie.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I was hoping you'd be my first groupie, but oh well. So much for hopes.
Don, you must have me confused with my younger kid brother. He's rather mouthy.
Welcome
Oh,
back, Alex.
Oh shit! I didn't know Blackwatch was in here
How did you not know Blackwatch is in here? He's been talking for 30 minutes.
because
You
I
don't
was
know
in the
Blackwatch?
bathroom. I was in the
Whoa,
bathroom.
whoa, whoa. Okay, we don't. That's good. No more information, please. That's good.
TMI, TMI.
He was in Zoom before you left your room.
Oh, he was. I didn't even realize that.
No, it still quits unexpectedly.
Just a test if it makes a difference.
Go back a version.
Can you go back a version?
Everything I find is 511.3.
I know the English language. I know some programs you actually can go back a version. I don't know if on Zoom you can or not. I don't know if it
I'm not
offers it.
sure because when you download the installer, it's just a link to pull something from the web
Right.
when you do in Zoom.
Right.
I'm still at 511.1.
Hey Ken, did you do that? Did you turn off Josh's video?
I did not.
Or did he do that?
I've since I started this, I have done nothing at all. So if his video is off, he turned it off himself. Or maybe there's another power outage. I don't know.
Well, if there was another power outage and he's asleep, he wouldn't even.
Oh, he was
He
asleep.
would-
He did. Were you not here when we were questioning whether he was asleep or not? He was asleep. And by the way, thank you for coming back, because when this is done here in about another 10 minutes, if I understood you correctly, you said I leave it in the docking station and I can mount it from there to see the contents of the backup.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I found a link of instructions for how to do that. It may not be quite current, but it ought to be close.
We're at 11 or 12:19 right now. We started at 11:24. It's got 6 minutes, give or take. And I don't think.
Don't you think that, Alex is old enough to tell him the truth about the power failure? Alex, the hamster died. Hate to tell you. Just
Well, if it,
keeled right over. Scared the hell out of the bunny rabbit next door, but that was
So, hey, Greg, are you reading chat on the YouTube?
No, I'd have to bring it back up.
Okay. Well, he asked, do you have a discrete GPU, integrated, or both?
I have an EVGA 1650.
EVGA 1650.
Yeah.
Let me translate that for you, Wintermute. He's got an EVGA 1650.
a 1650.
SC Ultra Gaming.
So he's got both. No, probably.
No, I don't have an integrated. My CPU is AMD 20.
Oh, AMD. Okay. All right. I got you.
Now I thought my go because I was getting ready to go bed.
All right, Catherine, calm down. Calm down.
okay, Josh. Wait,
Oh, I see another
just haven't-
snippet coming from Doug.
Oh, God.
Oh, shoot. That one was good.
well, we've done our job. We put you to sleep. So
Well, yeah, he was out.
Are we that boring, Josh?
Well, he went out and did a lot of exercise today.
Yeah, he did.
Paddle boat.
He made a video how he was on this little bike the other day. How did that go,
Yeah.
Josh?
horrible.
Alex, is your name Josh?
No.
They're like an old married couple. You ask one a question, the other's going to answer. If you ask Alex something, Josh is going to answer it, and vice versa.
I thought I had an old thing, an old download of Zoom, but I'm having a hard time finding it.
Well, Zoom, you don't actually download the program. You download an installer.
They
And I
still
think it just grabs the latest one, but I'm not sure.
But they still call it the client, Jeff, the Zoom client's on your machine.
Yep, yep.
I don't think it, well, an APK is what, for your phone, I think. The APK is only on a cell.
It's just odd that he's the only one that's having that issue. I did manage to watch 2 more episodes of the new series Moonhaven last night while I was moving all that stuff around.
And
Not too bad. I'm gonna watch a 4th episode, not tonight, but I will watch the 4th one.
Can I install an older version on top of this new one?
Can I answer that?
go ahead.
I wouldn't. I would delete the other one, and that way I just wouldn't, Greg. I would delete it and then reinstall the older version. That's just my very humbled opinion. Now let's let the experts answer it. Jim, what say you?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but see, I just went to TechSpot and I searched Zoom 511.1. When I click on TechSpot's link, it says here's 511.3.
Bit of a problem.
Maybe if you go to the Zoom download page, maybe there's a option where you can select older versions.
Zoom doesn't even come up.
Something about the Zoom web portal.
I'm talking about zoom.us. Go there and you should be able to, there should be an option under downloads.
Yeah, you have to get the desktop client. So that's what I got, but
Where you can select, there should be an option where you can select previous versions.
Yeah, let me fire up the laptop.
Well, let's see. I'm looking at my Zoom installer for 511.1 and it's 47 megabytes. So that might be the whole thing there.
Could I get an audio check from anyone, please?
yeah,
Audio
we hear
check.
you.
Okay. Well, I thought my headphones just went out on me. That would be disastrous.
Oh no, wouldn't it just be an excuse for you to get that new set?
Be an incentive, not an excuse.
Are we there yet?
No,
Close.
that's,
We will
I'm
get.
gonna move the arrow closer to the end here.
We're at 84%.
You read that how? Oh, I see it. Never mind. Smart ass.
How about now?
85.
85%.
If you keep asking, we're going to put you in the waiting room.
No, we not, because we don't have a we tonight. It's just me, and I'm not gonna unstir my screen just to throw him in the waiting room.
Hey, are we there yet? Do we know what movie that from?
There's a movie called Are We There Yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Account admins or owners can remotely upgrade their Zoom Room software to the latest version or downgrade them to previous Zoom Rooms version by using the Zoom web portal.
Damn it.
So, are you your own account admin?
One would think.
Yeah, you would. Zoom Room controller software can be upgraded manually by using Zoom device management from the web portal. So I would look into that. Let me.
And that's
go-
for like businesses. Us as individuals don't have that capability.
Hey, Ken,
Yeah, Sean.
I put a thing in the chat on Zoom. click on it, and it will pull up a page that has all the old versions all the way back to September 23rd, 2001. And you can just click on that version and it'll take you to a download page and you can download it.
Okay, that Greg can do that. I'm seriously not touching anything but my mouse
I
on my
don't know.
machine.
I think, Jim, can you look at that link and tell me if that's legit? It looks legit. It's from Zoom, I think, but it's Zoom Cloud Meetings. It's from Up to Down website, but it has all these older versions
Are
of.
those older versions any good?
Well, he's just trying to downgrade from the last
Oh,
version.
yeah, I'd go down one. I wouldn't go down as far as months ago.
Yeah. It
You
has
know,
it.
maybe one or two versions behind, see if that works, and then
You can only downgrade to the previous version. To downgrade Zoom. Oh, that's here again. This is Zoom Rooms from there. Okay, John. Good night. I know it's late. I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next Friday night. Enjoy your week. Can't wait for Friday to get here. Now, next Friday, there will be 2 live streams at a minimum because one will be from the state fair, probably during the Kansas, and yes, I'll take the strike on that or the notification or whatever. I don't care. And the other one will be when I get back, and we'll have the regular Zoom stream. Everybody's going, yay.
Yeah. I can't get any louder than that. I broke my rattle on the high chair thing earlier. Otherwise, yay.
Wish this was not Zoom Rooms. I wish it was for a specific account. Maybe I'm just asking the wrong question.
I got the Zoom 64 installer, and when I hover over it, it says file version 511.0.0.
That'd be going back what? 2 versions?
2. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd give it a shot.
yeah, I'll try it after we disconnect.
You got nothing. You got nothing to lose. It ain't working now.
Exactly.
Hey,
Well, I mean, Zoom works.
As my daddy used to tell me, he'd say, Rosanna, Dana.
Only thing that doesn't work is virtual background, that's all. And I noticed, as soon as I select a virtual background, the hourglass pops up, and it never did that before.
Yeah, and mine,
Changed it.
yeah, mine doesn't do that either. I mean, that's a,
Or mine.
Greg, did you say 510.0?
No, it's 511.0.
That's from June 22nd, 2022.
yep,
Yeah,
2 versions.
Did you see that webpage I put in the Zoom chat, Greg?
no, I hadn't looked at it yet. Let me take a look at it.
So this looks like this would be a fine time to put out my nightly disclaimer up to someone that may be watching us for the first time that we poke fun at one another. We don't mean to be mean to each other. It's all in good humor and comedy, except for with Joshua, we mean it. We are just doing this for giggles and laughs and camaraderie between us. Right, Josh?
Oh God.
Is Josh still with us?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Damn it, I thought he left.
Yeah.
Do that disclaimer again after he leaves. Okay, so this has got 100% done. Yay.
Did you see it, Greg?
Yeah, I got it.
Now
Yeah,
all he needs to learn. Now all he needs to learn is how to snore, like Chris and Gary.
All right, this says image and verification completely successful in
1 hour, 7 minutes, and 37 seconds.
correct. So now you say go over to the drive I put it in and do what? What do I need to do?
Open restore. And then go select the thing and you'll have an option to look at the image. I think.
All right, I'm going to move this over. I don't want any grief from the other 12 things that are on there. I'll take care of those later. So as you can see right here, there is the backup. Right there. So right click and open, or how do I do this?
Just double click it.
Double click. says, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device?
That's fine. Yes.
Okay. Then it brings up this box right here.
Just click on this, click the little check box next to the C drive, and then click on
Check the little box right next to the C drive. So this is the C drive right here. So checking that little box.
and then click on enable access to restricted folders down. That will give you access to all your user folders.
Okay,
And then
enabling.
hit OK.
Okay, I've done that, and I'm going to hit OK. Assigning drive letter F.
And there's your
That's the image,
backup
right?
that you just made. That's everything in the backup that you just made.
Okay. So to educate me a little bit, and not to show my stupidity, but it will. Can I see anything from DaVinci Resolve on here by clicking
Yes.
on here?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right there.
You can
Okay.
copy and paste anything out of there that you want to.
And then it becomes part of the backup?
No, like I mean,
Oh, I can copy and paste out of this.
yes.
Okay, not into it. Okay.
No, not into it.
Right, I follow that. Okay. Cool. There it is. So now I have a backup from 2 nights ago and a backup from tonight on 2 separate drives. So if, and it's a huge if, we get to that point in life where I do say, okay, Doug, let's go ahead and break this and see what we can do. I've got enough backups that I'm good to go. Doubt that
Yes.
that's going to happen.
Yes, Josh.
No, it's not going to happen. I said I doubt it's going to happen. So let me go ahead and in the stream, because I know we have been, wow, hour and 52 minutes. Phew. It's amazing. So I don't think the outro will work. I'm going to give it a shot and see because, okay, that don't work. That's clearly not the right thing. Now tomorrow night, I'm gonna warn you guys, it's gonna be boring as hell because I'm going to show. You know what? I might upload that, not do it live. I'm gonna show what happens when you remove things from their just from where they're at in DaVinci Resolve, and you forget to move them in DaVinci Resolve. Anyone want to take a guess what happens?
Don't work.
You let Greg into the Zoom meeting?
Don't work. Of course it don't work. That was a gimme. Can you elaborate a little bit while I look for this? Where's that at?
So far, all I see is the desktop background picture on YouTube. I saw something else briefly.
Because he's still got his virtual camera selected, and he's got his blur background on Zoom, so it's blurring the.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Hang on. Now it should be back to
There you go.
me. I'm going to go ahead and blur it again. And then I cannot find, it must be this one. There we go. See, this theoretically cannot work. It can't. Because in DaVinci Resolve, all of that is red. It makes it red because it can't find it. So I'm at a loss as to why this is even playing. I'm happy it's playing, but it shouldn't be playing. And I'm not going to get into that tonight. I'll probably do a recording on that and upload it. And I'll show the process that's very painstakingly hard to go find unless you did a little bit of thinking about where you're going to put stuff, which I actually did do a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little. I was pleasantly surprised to see this worked and the intro worked. It was good to see. Now you see how the background's gone? That's how the rest of this should have looked. The rest of this should have been as black as this is and nothing work at all because the source file have been moved, and in DaVinci Resolve, it thinks it's got it. So beats the hell out of me how it's working. Oh, a Doug project. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream, keep Zoom running. So good night, Tony. Good night, Wintermute. Good night, Kenny. Good night, Iowa Hank. Good night, John Aloy, who already left. Blackwatch, you should have made a comment. Make a comment in chat real quick for me, please, sir. Sir. I'm calling Blackwatch, sir. Oh, my God, what's wrong with me?
I haven't got it open.
Oh, well, never mind then.
I'm only,
Fine.
well, duh, that's,
You can do it tomorrow night.
I can only do 5 things at once, so don't tax me.
Do it tomorrow night. All right, guys.
Okay, Wintermute, see you guys tomorrow.
Good night. Good night, Wintermute. Tony.
Yeah, good night.
Thank you, guys. Jeff. Jeff,
Yep.
you're on Zoom.
Yep.
You're trying to get a double goodbye out of me tonight.